Bonjour! Welcome back to A French Boy is Going to Struggle with English for like a whole video. So yeah, we're doing something a little bit different today on my channel. You might have noticed already thanks to the title of the video. So yeah, let's get to it. You've been criticizing me. You've been giving me constructive feedback for years now on my singing. So it's about time that I pull out that sweet reverse card on you.
Who's laughing now?
They volunteered for that. Oh shit, you're right. So yeah, I'm gonna rate your singing today. It's a brand new concept, never done before on YouTube. I am the first one. So I asked you on Facebook, Reddit, and on Discord. Link to our Discord for small content creator and YouTuber in the goddamn description, to send me some sample of your singing, some example of your singing, either video or just audio, so I could give you my honest opinion on it, to give you criticism, constructive feedback. And I got quite a lot of submissions from you guys. So at first I was really excited. I was like, holy shit. And then I realized, oh shoot, that's gonna be a living hell to shoot and edit this video. I'm just gonna be honest with you guys. Not everyone will be in this video. I'm gonna review everyone singing, but I'll divide it between a few parts, maybe just 2 videos. Give me a break.
Don't forget to subscribe now if you don't want to miss the next episode.
Yeah, let's get to it. So we're gonna start with the first person who sent me something to review to celebrate your courage. I give you the honor to be the first person to appear in this video.
Oh hey little girl, is your daddy home? Did he go and leave you all alone? I got a bad desire. Oh, I'm on fire.
Okay, so the Conman 35. Okay, I'm just gonna call you Cuddy, if that's alright with you. No, I'm just gonna go ahead and call you Cuddy. So yeah, so Cuddy was very unconfident when he sent me that. Man, I think that you're killing it on this track. Your chest voice sounds great. You've got a nice tone also going on. I think you sound quite comfortable singing in your speaking range, your comfort zone. Sure, you're not going with high note, and you're not really trying to show off anything particularly impressive, but singing isn't about being impressive. That's not what it is about. So I think you could certainly improve your falsetto. See, I think that you should really try to improve those falsetto notes, those breathy head voice notes, because they were a bit pitchy, like, which leads me to my first critics. The fact that you are playing guitar at the same time is certainly not helping, especially with your head position. I'm pretty sure it's also because you were into the music, and you might also, I feel like you might be quite nervous, which it's not surprising. Man, this is not bad at all. Like, really, not bad at all. To be honest, I had a few guitarists / singers in the past as students, and what I always tell them is to practice singing and guitar separately too, because what I very often see in their behavior when they are playing guitar and singing at the same time is that they are starting to rise their shoulders. You get it, I'm sure you get it. Their shoulders, and this is creating again a lot of tension in that area. A French boy is going to struggle with English for like a whole video. I'd like to hear you try to sing stuff like a bit higher than that. Not necessarily high notes, but like in a more medium type of vocal range, if you see what I mean, because you're really singing in your speaking voice, like ooh, I'm on fire. This is even lower than my own speaking voice. But yeah, for the most part, you've got a nice voice. There's actually no reason to feel unconfident. Yeah, you've got a nice voice, a nice vocal tone. You're just a bit pitchy on the falsetto part. And also, I must say that I enjoyed your cover more than the original. You could have posted that cover on your channel. I'm gonna rate that a classic acoustic singer archetype out of 10. So next we have Scotty. Scotty cooks. But what are you cooking, Scotty? What are you cooking?
I'm holding, smiling, she's living, she's golden, she lives for me. Says she lives for me, ovation, her own motivation. Ever what you wanna do, come on over you. Keep on smiling to what we go through. One stop to the rhythm that divides you.
So in this, your singing sounds tired. It sounds like you're constantly tensed and constantly like a bit pitchy, you know what I mean?
It's a little bit pitchy.
You're bouncing around, you're always close to the notes, but never quite on it. This is just the audio from SoundCloud, and not having a video to watch made me realize that I can't see or say if something is wrong with your positioning. If there are visible signs of tension on your body, if you're sitting down or standing up, that's a hard one to judge, man. Maybe you didn't sleep well. Maybe you were a bit sick. Maybe you were a bit sick. Wait a minute, Scotty. I think that you should definitely try to relax, Scotty. You are singing with the same energy and dynamism at all times during this song, and when I think there are some notes and some parts where you should definitely try to sing in a more gentler, in a more softer way.
Take the stage, we're giving the game. Like you say, I want something else to get me through this.
I want something else. You sound like your voice is a bit stuck in the back of your mouth and in your throat.
I want something else. Not listening when you say
I want something else. Like, I want something else. You should try to lighten your tone and then start to add projection and power after, not right off the bat go and try to sing no. It will help you to find the right vocal placement, and which as the moment is basically stuck in the back of your mouth, in the back of your throat, basically. So I'm gonna give this I want something else out of 10. I'd like to hear you sing something soft, more like something like a ballad.
heroes.
Next we have, I'm gonna call you Pierre because I'm French.
Body curls don't get hard, can't feel anything. When will I learn? I push it down, I'm the one for a good time, call phone's blowing up, ringing my doorbell. I feel the love, feel the love. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, drink. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, drink. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, drink. Throw them back till I lose count. I'm gonna swing.
Oh shit, here we go again.
So at first I was gonna say something about your pronunciation, but then again I'm French, so I'm maybe not the best person to judge that. I also remembered that Sia, the original singer of the song Chandelier, also has a very weird way of pronouncing, of saying the lyrics.
1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, drink. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, drink. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, drink. So I'm bad that I lose count.
You're getting a pass on this one, since you're actually being true to the original on that regard. While there is definitely a lot of work that is needed, I actually can hear a nice vocal tone.
From the chandelier, from the chandelier.
And there were some nicely controlled falsetto, I must say. And when that chorus comes in, try to get those notes a little bit more forward, like if you're trying to call someone on the other side of a crowded street. Definitely keep those nice falsetto though. It really looks like you are enjoying yourself when you sing those, and
From the chandelier.
those was the only moments where you didn't look like dead inside in the video, and trust me, I can relate. So I'm gonna give this
Like tomorrow doesn't exist.
out of 10 because cutting that video mid-singing like that was like classic YouTube comedy. Keep it up, man. Keep it up. No, but seriously though, keep on singing.
Gentil.
Then we have Bobby. It's a very loyal subscriber and a friend too. We did a collaboration last year. It's self-promotion time, baby. Okay, so just like Cody playing guitar, sitting down, singing in a lower register, but you're definitely challenging the lower part of your range here. Your voice really start to disappear on the lowest note.
4 or 6 long years I've been in trouble. The pleasure here on the telephone.
But I really appreciate that you're not trying to go full force on those low notes. Instead, you're actually trying to keep the resonance high, which is technically a good thing. Like, yeah, you definitely want to avoid the notes to resonate in the bottom of your throat. But, because there is always a but, that is way too nasal. Like, I feel like you need to relax your voice a bit more to allow it to resonate in your mouth and not all the time in your nose, okay? Because the whole thing you are singing like that, like it's in the goddamn nose all the time, and you don't need to. You can like relax your voice, let it. You need to relax your voice a bit more to allow it to resonate in your mouth. You don't want to push it in your throat, sure, especially since you don't sound like you really have a low voice at all. But you don't want to keep it stuck in your nose like that. Try to add like a bit of a breathy tone in those low notes to make them sound more relaxed and more pleasant too. I think you could also definitely try to sing this song like a bit higher, like in a higher range to allow your voice, in a higher key, to allow your voice to sound a bit more powerful, to allow it to resonate better. Also make it easier for you, for sure. To pour emotions into your singing, because the whole thing sounds quite flat and monotone. It's lacking interpretation. And I think this is not because you can't do that now, it's because you're singing in a range which is a bit too low, so you have to actually concentrate on too much on the technical part. Like you can feel your own voice starting to disappear. So I'm gonna give this even more nasal than Bob Dylan out of 10, and I must say that is quite the achievement.
100 on my wrist, 80 on the wrist. 100 on my wrist, 80 on my wrist. 100 on my wrist, 80 on my wrist.
Next we have Mo, just Mo, singing Lonely Day from System of a Down. I'm sure you might have heard of this band before.
Such a lonely day, and it's mine. The most loneliest day of my life. Such a lonely day should be banned. It's a day that I can stand. The most loneliest day of my life. The most loneliest day of my life.
So there's potential here. So everything I said previously about singing while sitting down and the impact of playing guitar and the posture of your body, creating potential tension, applies here too, of course. Also, I think that you're holding yourself and your voice back way too much on notes where you definitely shouldn't have to.
The most loneliest day of my life. The most loneliest day of my life.
Again, there is that common issue of social pressure. You're living maybe with your family, your parents, or whatever, and yeah, you can't make too much noise. Probably, I know that. I've been there. I'm still feeling that pressure with my neighbors. So that might be the cause. If that is the case, singing in an outside area where there are usually nobody can help you work on those aspects on your voice, allowing yourself to actually make noise with your voice, to actually accept that you can actually make noise.
Be loud with your voice.
I'm not talking about yelling. I'm not talking about like yelling and stuff like that. I'm just really saying like allowing your voice to resonate and not stuck all the time in your back of the throat.
The most loneliest day of my life.
I'm gonna give you similar feedback, a similar kind of feedback as I gave Scotty, if you remember who Scotty is, my boy Scotty Cooks. That song, Lonely Day from System of a Down, is a song where you can also modulate your voice differently depending of if you're singing the verse, the chorus, the bridge. And you're not doing that really. You're kind of again singing the song, the whole song with the same energy and dynamism. And just like acting, singing is about expressing different emotions and sometimes in the same song.
Heroes.
On the I part at the end,
It's very obvious how you are holding back your voice and you're trying to avoid a voice crack. And the only way you found to avoid that voice crack, to avoid as much as you could your vocal cord to go like boop, the only way you found to avoid that voice crack is to lock down your voice. You should try to work on your projection, on your vocal projection, on projecting your voice to the front, to try to get a more open and relaxed kind of sound, to be able to go from a very light tone on the verses to a powerful one at the end. There is a real struggle between your will to push your voice, to project it on the outside, and to keep it inside at the same time. That just doesn't work. But then again, I absolutely understand why you are struggling with that. It's a very common issue among singers. So I'm gonna rate this Made with KineMaster out of 10. And also on what additional advice, I feel like you're playing a bit fast, especially on the bridge.
And if you go, I wanna go with you. And if you die, I wanna die with you. Take your hands and walk away.
Maybe try to take your time to place your voice right. Take your time, man. Actually, what the fuck is going on?
So, shout out to the greatest rapper alive.
Heroes.
DGNT. Fire in the booth. Hey, y'all ready for this? Hey, y'all ready for this? Hey. Hey, under my wrist.